Hello and welcome to another video on Dead by Daylight. Today we're going to be teaching you 5 ways that we think players can improve in Dead by Daylight. And this information is for everyone, whether it be newcomers or old vets who just want to recap over the best tips that they can, the simple basics to improve. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1, Kite the Killer. To kite the killer is to buy time for those completing the generators, ultimately giving the team the best chance of survival. This player must be able to use pallets and windows to their advantage. Pallets are the bane of any killer's match, so use that to your advantage. Don't throw pallets down unnecessarily if you can. Wait for the moment when the killer is close enough to hit you, then kill or stun them into an extra few seconds of the chase. Windows are also a valuable asset to any survivor. When used right, they're essentially unlimited pallets. Each window can be used up to 3 times until an entity blocks the window, so be sure to utilize the jungle gyms to maximize the time in a chase. And the jungle gyms are the areas in the map where there are many different walls. Often the T-shaped walls meet up with L-shaped walls, and they appear on almost every map, so use those to your advantage. Number 2, learn the maps. But to be able to kite the killer, first you must learn the maps. You need to know the basics like how the game opens up as generators are completed, or even just the basic pallet placement on a map. To do this, try going into a game and just get chased by the killer, see how long you can run away, only utilizing windows, drop downs or obstructions to block the killer's vision. A few key parts of the maps are drop downs, like the big one in the game. This killer shack in almost every map, the redwood forest main building, and the previously mentioned jungle gyms. They're the best ways to avoid eyesight with a killer. Number 3, be more altruistic. This point is meant to encourage players to put themselves in a bad situation, but to judge when to go for the save and when not to. Because while someone is on the hook, the killer is likely to control that area, making a hook rescue risky for any survivor. However, a safe hook can yield many blood points, which can be used to improve perk builds for survivors and killers alike on the personal account. Another benefit of being altruistic is that you'll have another survivor in the game not being hooked, able to aid you in the escape for the trial. And furthermore, you will receive points towards emblems to rank up, definitely by being altruistic is the best way. After the emblem update of April, to rank up you need to meet all of the emblem criteria: Lightbringer, Unbroken, Benevolent and Evader to rank up. And to gain an iridescent emblem in Benevolent, you need to perform safe hook rescues, so help your team. However, if there are situations where the killer is patrolling the survivor, don't risk your life as well. Get the generators done first, as they are the priority, but of course you don't want to lose your teammates, because it will seriously handicap you later on in the trial. Number 5, level characters. So newer players will realise quickly that to improve in Dead by Daylight you need good perks. It's unavoidable. To do this quickly you need to choose the right characters to level up first. For example, as mentioned in our Why Dead by Daylight Needs to Change video, there are crutch perks which are essential to escape the killer. The main 4 perks for newer survivors are Self-Care, Borrowed Time, Adrenaline and Unbreakable. And once you have these kind of perks, the games will become much easier to escape than with just standard base perks for whatever survivor you are playing. Number 5, learn the killers. Every killer has a unique ability, be it the clown who throws his toxin to slow the survivors down, or the nurse who can blink closer to the survivors. To become a stronger survivor, you need to understand these and learn how to counter them. And to do this, you can read the character bios in the menu, learning how the killers would use their abilities, but most importantly, play the killers. Gain an understanding of how they work and how they play. As well as learning the killer's abilities, you need to understand their speeds. The quickest base stats for a killer is the Wraith, while cloaked. However, the fastest killers in the chase have 115% speed, which is 15% faster than the survivors. There are currently 9 killers with this stat. The slower killers would be the nurse with a base stat of 96%, meaning she has to blink to catch you. And use this knowledge to your advantage and use mind games to gather a distance between you and the killer. It's the best way of winning chases. So that concludes our 5 tips to improve in Dead by Daylight. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope you've learned something new, or if you haven't learned something new, we hope that going over the basics for improvement in this game has jogged your memory. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. And we will see you later. Peace.